Scampi Love played by smiling Phil Harris and his rhythm rascal. And Phil, that's what I call real class. You know, that number had so much life and brilliance to it. Thanks, but I'm leaving just the same. Phil, I wasn't trying to flatter you. That number was swell, and I felt I ought to give you and the boys credit.
All of a sudden, the orchestra's good.
Yeah, some obviousness.
No, I'm serious. Well, anyhow, to get on with our play, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as I announced last week, we are going to present our version of the Encyclopedia Britannica. Now, I will play the part of...
Say, Buck, it's none of my business, but did you hear that Alan Wednesday night?
Alan? No, Andy, I missed him again. Tell me, what did my Oriental friend have to say? I mean, anything worth probing into?
Oh, he hopped all over you, Buck. He said he's going to push your spine so far down your pants you're going to walk like a tripod.
Ha, and cook.
No kidding, Jack. I'd make you look like a nickel.
Listen, Mary, he couldn't make me look like a nickel if my father was a buffalo. He's nothing but a fake.
Fake? Then how come he challenged you to a fight?
That's a laugh. How can he fight? In the first place, he's terribly nearsighted.
Nearsighted?
Yes. I saw him at a party one night trying to make a date with a hall freak. I finally had to tell him that the umbrella stand was her little boy. That guy.
No kidding, Jack. Are Alan's eyes really that bad?
Bad, Don. To him, Hetty Lamar is just a gorgeous blur. I'd go in the ring with Alan anytime.
Be careful, he might hit you from memory.
Listen, Mary, he couldn't hit me if he put wheels on his wrist and they ran up to my nose on a track. Now listen, fellas. Come here a minute, will you? I got a secret about Alan that I've been guarding for years. I never was going to mention it, but I'm so burned up that tonight I'm going to show you what a heel he really is.
What do you mean, Jack?
Well, in the first place, he ought to be the last one in the world to ever say anything against me.
Why?
Well, because 12 years ago, when we were in vaudeville together, I saved his life. That's why.
You saved his life.
Yeah. Now, let's forget it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Oh, no, you don't. It was 12 years ago in Altoona, Pennsylvania. We were both on the same bill, Fred and I, at the Palace Theater. I'll never forget that night. Alan, who was then a juggler, was standing in the wings, waiting to go on. And I, the headliner, stopped to give him a word of encouragement. Hello, Freddie.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, you can call me Jack. What's the matter? You seem a little nervous tonight, Freddie.
Well, gee, Mr. Benny, talking to a big star like you is quite a thrill for me.
Oh, no, Freddie. Well, Freddie, Fink's mules are about through, so it's time for your act. So go out on the stage and juggle those clubs.
Gee, I wish I was a great comedian like you.
Well, why don't you try telling some gags while you're out there juggling?
Oh, I can never think of anything clever to say.
You see, folks? Well, keep plugging, Freddie. You might get there one of these days. They're ready for your act now. That was his theme song, folks. Chinatown. Get it?
My first trick, ladies and gentlemen, will be juggling 3 Indian clubs at the same time.
3 clubs, some trick. There he goes, dropping him as usual.
Darn it.
We want Jack Benny. Yeah, bring on Benny.
Altoona was one of my best towns. Gee, Alan is nervous.
And now for my next trick, ladies and gentlemen. I will juggle 3 Indian clubs and a cannonball at the same time.
Cannonball? Never saw him do this one before. Hey, that's pretty good. Good heavens! The cannonball dropped on Alan's foot. He's hurt badly. Ring down the curtain. Stand back, everybody. Give him air.
What happened, mister?
Can't you see he dropped a cannonball on his foot?
Oh!
Don't worry, Freddie. I'll take you to the hospital at once. And you're gonna be all right. Well, folks, we finally got Alan to the hospital. And after I paid his entrance fee, which I never got back, they took him to the operating room. And the doctor called me aside and said,
Mr. Benny, I'm afraid this is serious.
"What do you mean, doctor?"
When that cannonball dropped on Ellen's foot, it severed the femur and the anterior portion of the tibia.
Oh, good.
There's only one thing that can save him.
What's that, doctor? I'll do anything.
He must have a blood transfusion immediately.
A blood transfusion. Thank you. Well, doctor, all I can say is, this unfortunate young man is my friend. And if my blood can save his life, I am ready. So they took Alan to the operating room, placed my foot next to his, and the doctor said to the nurse,
Are you ready for the transfusion, Miss Stewart?
Yes, doctor.
Then hand me that ice pick.
"Wait a minute, don't I get an anesthetic to do?"
Here. Oh, nurse, hand Mr. Benny with a herring.
If you do, I'll snap at it. Make it quick, doctor.
Oh, doctor.
Hurry, doc, please. Alan is sinking fast.
All right. You'll just tap your vein here and attach a hose to it.
Go ahead, doctor. I'm not afraid. Oh, I'm in awful pain now, folks. See what I went through for that man with him?
There we are. All right, Miss Stewart, open the valve and draw the blood.
Yes, doctor.
My goodness! Here, take it easy, Doc. That's not ketchup, you know. And don't forget to wipe my windshield.
All right, Miss Stewart, that's enough.
Enough. I look like a bottle of milk now. But it was worth it for good old Fred. So thanks to me, the transfusion was successful. And the next day I visited Alan in his private room in the hospital, which I also paid for. Hello, Freddie. How do you feel, kid?
I'm much better, Mr. Benny, and as long as I live, I will never forget what you did for me.
Oh, thank you.
You know, Mr. Benny, since that transfusion yesterday, I feel entirely different. I feel so mentally alert.
No food.
I keep thinking of jokes all the time, and I owe it all to you.
Now, please.
Here, Mr. Benny, have a cigar.
Oh, thank you. I'll smoke it later.
No, smoke it now. Here, I'll light it for you.
Okay. Say, this cigar is very... Why, darn you, that cigar was loaded.
Ha, 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 ha. That's my first joke.
So you see, ladies and gentlemen, my blood not only saved Alan's life, but made him the comedian he is today. I thank you. There you are, fellas. That little place. Well, for your information, young ladies,
Christmas. It's said to be the most wonderful time of the year. But in the city sidewalks of Springfield, one doesn't see smile after smile. In the air, there's no feeling of the Christmas spirit, just the chunky inhale of tire fire and donut oil, which makes it the perfect town to conduct an experiment. I'm mentalist and psychological illusionist Darren Brown. In this special, I shall use a mixture